Pretty sure I got one of the big ones. That's definitely a flathead. Definitely a flathead gato fish. We are at Lake Columbia. Unlike usual, I will actually start fishing at the boat ramp over here. I usually fish over there, but we're gonna fish from the boat ramp over here, see if we can get any flatheads over here. If we don't, we'll just go over there next time. But we're gonna try to catch some bluegills, and hopefully we can get a big flathead, or maybe a big channel, because I know there's a couple of them in here, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll catch that pacu that someone else caught. So let's get our baits in the water and see what we got. So I just came here, I felt the water here. Lake Columbia's water today is just a lot colder than usual, which is not good because catfish like warmer water. But either way, we're gonna try to attempt to get some bluegills before we get anything else. There was a splash right there. I don't know if there's still bass here or not. I've never caught a bass here, so we'll see. The thing is, colder water might actually mean that the bait fish are further out. I have seen some minnows around shore, but I'm not really sure about like the bait fish for the flatheads, whether they'd be like here or like further out. I think I got one though. Yep, there's a bluegill. All right, if the bait's moving, then the predators are probably moving, so that's good. At least we got one unlucky bluegill that will make great gato fish bait. This bluegill is going in, and he's gonna catch me, hopefully, a very large gato fish. Throwing around the dock is throwing around the launch is kind of weird because you do have to throw it slightly further out than other places because you have the boat launch here, but you don't want it too far out because Columbia is shaped like a bathtub. It drops off incredibly fast, and you don't want it like too far out. Otherwise, you're not going to get anything. So most people make a couple of mistakes when fishing at Lake Columbia. One is they fish during the day. They don't fish deep into the night. If you don't fish deep into the night, you're not going to have too much of a good chance of catching a big one here at Columbia. The other one is they tend to toss their bait as far as they can in the lake. That's not good. When the nighttime comes, all the flatheads kind of come near the shore, and because Columbia is bathtub shaped, it like literally drops off like to 6 or 7 feet right off the edge, and it doesn't really get any deeper than that. You're basically going to have a case where like you just want to like 10-15 feet off the edge, and that's where the flatheads come and pick it up. Oh my god, I think I got one of the big ones. This reel is spinning like crazy. Pretty sure I got one of the big ones. This might be the biggest. Oh, it feels big. I can't let this get away because I need to set the drag just right, because I need to be able to get it in, and I think this might be the biggest one I've gotten at Lake Columbia for sure. See that drag? That is not a small channel. That's gotta be, I think that feels huge. That feels huge. It's gonna be a tough fight, I think, but it does feel really large. This could be my PB. I don't have my net though, like usual, because generally, but I think this one's hooked pretty good. Otherwise, I would have already gotten off. It's not that far from, oh, there it is. That's definitely a flathead. Definitely a flathead gato fish. No question about that. Took my bluegill right up. Took my bluegill right up, folks. Took my bluegill right up. I wish these things actually hit during the day, because they actually hit during the day. Is that I think it's a flathead at least. It could be a channel. There are pretty decent channels in here, but I think it's a flat. Is that a big channel? It's spotted. Nah, it's a flat. It's definitely a flathead. It's not a huge one though. It's probably like, oh, it's over 10. It's definitely over 10. I think I might just land it over here. Just walk it over to my net. Because if I don't walk it over to my net, I think it's above 10, under 20. But, you know, not too bad for the winter. Always a challenge to land these things without the net. But yeah, that's a nice looking one too. That's a big one. That's definitely a big one. It's definitely a big one. Flathead gato fish. I might not need the net. I might just be able to reel it in. It's hooked on the side of the mouth, which is good. Flathead gato fish. There you go. That's a good one. It's a good flat. Cold water today, not bothering the gatos. Well, I'm sure it bothers the gatos, but oh well. Still got a good one. Flathead gato fish. All right, guys. Got one tonight. 18 pounds by the boat ramp. Flathead gato fish. Very, very gato. The biggest one I've caught at Lake Columbia. 18 pounds. But I still haven't caught a 30-pound giant here yet. So that's what I'm after today. 18-pound flathead gato fish. Time to let that beast of a fish go. Just gonna... No. All right, that's a beast of a catfish. That's not that beast-like, I guess. But it is 18 pounds. And 18 pounds of flathead gato fish? Nice. Oh, it's alive, definitely. I think I'm gonna need the net to put him back in. The other fish are definitely scared because it's way bigger than them. There it goes. 18-pound flathead gato fish. Well, that was quite an adventure. That was actually the biggest flathead I've ever caught at Lake Columbia. I've caught much bigger ones elsewhere, but that one was the biggest one at Lake Columbia. I know there's 30, 40-pound mallet snares in there, and there's a pacu in there because someone caught one once. So hopefully we can get one of those better, bigger, and maybe more exotic fish next time. Yep, Lake Columbia, always pretty good for a nighttime gato fishing in the winter. I've caught several there. There are channels, and I was really surprised I didn't get any channel hits this time because I usually get a lot of like 1-pound channel hits on smaller bluegills. Yes, I will go fish there again probably once or twice again this winter because that is where I get my flatheads in the winter. I'm always trying to find more spots, but shore spots for flatheads in the winter are very, very hard to come by. So hope you enjoyed this episode. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.